Hello, Waves. We are now reacting to tripleS's Are You Alive? This is a 24-member girl group.
Insane.
It's a title track like voted upon by fans. Fans narrowed it down from 8 different tracks and voted this one to be the title track. This song delves into themes of emotional numbness, existential questioning, and the pursuit of meaning amidst modern life's chaos.
Ooh.
The song portrays a generation grappling with uncertainty, urging listeners to reflect on their emotional states and seek connection and authenticity. The song is composed by Herring, Iki, Kwan Ejin from Monotree, and Lid.
3, 2, 1, go.
Are you alive?
La 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 la.
Wow, I like the hard cut.
Yeah. It's in the same Kia generation, I think.
Nice harmonization.
Vibing.
Modal mixture.
I like that line.
I love these harmonies.
Can you believe that's like only like a fifth of the group?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yo!
Wait, yes! This is what I wanted.
This hook is hooking.
It's like in my head.
There's that cadence again.
Yeah.
Cute little pizzicatos. Oh. A funk guitar? Sure.
Yeah, modal mixture.
gosh.
Modal mixture.
Yeah, playing a lot with the chromatic descent.
Yep.
There's so much
This is
layering
a
on top of
little
each other.
culty.
It's like there's this aspect of like team in this la 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 unison.
Always fun to have the mass dance scenes with tripleS. What is that?
Oh.
Oh my gosh, this is like that TikTok song goes throng 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 throng.
Yes, I know. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That thing.
Having like strings in there is filling that out nicely.
Bridge.
Whoa.
Is this the outro? Is this a second bridge?
That, I mean, was technically a variation on the chorus.
Oh.
Oh, some interesting bass motion. Oh,
This is a really lengthy song. It doesn't feel like 3.5 minutes. It is very enjoyable.
These girls are a powerhouse.
Whoa! Yes! You reinterpolate that little scale.
This is a post-chorus.
Mountain.
oh,
Oh no, don't do that. Oh, that.
this is not gonna taste good.
Mountain. What's it called?
In the Hall of the Mountain King.
She gonna blow it? Nope.
No, she ate it. She can't blow it because she ate it.
No, it was not confirmed yet. There was not a chew or a swallow.
Yeah, but
Oh, okay.
That better have been edible.
I really like the imagery of the dandelions, though. I've never seen it used that way. So cool. Like with eyelashes, with spider webs burning it. So pretty. And it's like a reference to like the ephemeral nature, I think, of like life. There's also this idea of like the duality of screen life and not
Touching grass.
touching grass, touching dandelions.
What would the dandelions like specifically symbolize for you? Because I'm getting the sense that they symbolize like your soul withering away as you like constantly feel this like this head rush without getting security.
I feel like dandelions, and you know how light they are, the way they can be carried by the wind, it's kind of giving the atmosphere of transparency and lightness in a way that doesn't feel very present. Like you could wither and die at any second. You could be blown away and disappear.
Do you want to talk a little bit more about the similarity you heard with In the Hall of the Mountain King?
6 notes. But then on the hall, but then in the hall,
Again.
but then in the hall of the Mountain King goes. Whereas here it goes.
Da, 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 da.
I think it's like a pretty good song.
Yeah, it
To
verges
have
on
25.
anthemic. It's anthemic. It could sound more like a choir, I guess, because each individual voice does still sound like it's sung by like 1 or 2 people. But overall, the effect is there.
This live would be pretty epic. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you had all 24 members singing that song on stage, that would be pretty impactful. It didn't feel like awkwardly done, where it was like suddenly one person, then 24 people were singing.
Right.
It was very sensitive, and I think that they executed it very musically.
tripleS are the group that handles best songs that are a very large proportion chorus. Their songs hit the chorus a lot. I feel like most songs, if they hit the chorus this much, it's like, okay, come up with another section. But it's like, I'm still on board for it. I think it's just like they have really good top lining for the melodies they repeat a lot, and it keeps me engaged even when it happens very frequently.
From like the very first one, it never changes. Like it's the same throughout.
Yeah.
So it feels like a very tangible kind of song with a very ephemeral sort of aesthetic.
I think it is successful in its repetition of the hook because in the verses, that top lining is not repetitive at all. The first second I heard that very first verse, I was like, ooh, I kind of really like this melody. I hope it comes back. It did not come back. It moved the on. It was like, bye-bye, yeah, that was a good melody, but we're moving on. I gotta get you to the hook.
The interesting thing musically is where the bass motion goes. Like there's so much chromaticism, places that you don't really expect when it's kind of like an E pedal, and then it'll go down a little bit to D sharp and then go back to E. Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
What I enjoy about using this super minory descending tetrachord, you can also call it lament bass, it contrasts with the major resolution.
Yes.
So we have that color change in this super repetitive hook. And having that change in color allows it to feel more varied. But I guess throughout this song we have several spicy moments in which the minor la-la-las overlap with a major chord.
But then there's also the extra spice that the latter part of the la-la-la melody stays the same as the chord changes, so you get the split third of... Like, they don't switch it to...
That sounded like the lick for a second.
Yeah. It might be that, actually. I was thinking it was D natural against D sharp, but it may be F sharp against F natural.
Ugh, crunchy.
There's little drops of modal mixture in there, so like you get that little surge of happiness. But it did end on a Picardy. Did you catch that?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I don't know if
Light
the
at the end
other.
of the tunnel.
Yeah, I don't know if the other hooks like ended like that, but it's cool that the last one ended on the major. La da 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 la.
I really felt the color of each chord. There's like one part where you hear each note. I don't know, there's like a way they really painted it. It's like I got to hear the shades of each chord in the progression.
I thought it was like very pungent. Like they descend into each one very well.
Yeah.
I do think musically it's a little circular for me. What do you think? I'm just never a big fan of like very repetitive stuff.
I think with the context of what they're going for and just the effect, it should be circular. Like they do as much as they can to make it stand out. Like all of that chromaticism, modal mixture, all of those like little nuggets make it not circular. Even though like in the grand scheme of things, you can predict the formula, but the little intricacies in between, it's like it makes it stand out more as a track.
The bridge is different.
Oh yeah.
Those felt very impactful to me when I heard those changes, which I really liked. Because when you came back to that motif, it felt very refreshing.
What did change when we did go to a different section? Like,
Let's listen to that bridge.
Oh. I didn't
What is
notice
that?
that.
I didn't notice that.
What
Wait, can
on
we?
earth was that? Oh.
Oh, some kind of like diminished sound.
Oh. No, it's just like inverted dominant. Yeah, but it's so plucked out.
It's so like, whoa, that is like kind of like a really crunchy chord to have in that.
what does having a chord like that change about that atmosphere of the bridge?
When I was like younger, I didn't really understand the impact of inversions, but they carry like such an intense weight when you play with everything else that happens above it. What is that chord? It's just like a dominant chord.
It's just like a dominant figure, yeah.
Right.
But then with it is a tonic. So it would be E minor / D sharp, but not really. It's literally two things.
So they go, what key are we in?
Wait. I don't understand. Oh, that's why you thought it was diminished, because it's... What is that chord they're doing? Is it that? Ooh, is it that? Like a C6? Yeah, see, there's definitely an E to D sharp clash. I definitely hear that. Or, no, there probably is a C as well. That's why you heard it as diminished, because there's a C. So it's kind of like...
Well, I just heard that it was like dominant, so I was wondering if there was like a diminished sound nestled in it. But yeah, those are pretty gnarly notes.
Mm-hmm. It's well hidden enough, but once you notice it, it becomes...
It's like unmistakably.
It becomes the sunlight of my dreams.
I think this has been my favorite title track of theirs so far, and it might be purely for that dance break section, because that was such a cool, like, creepy doll, almost Dreamcatcher Because-esque moment that I think is a really, really cool variation of the hook material.
I was kind of thinking of Red Velvet's On a Ride.
Could also be that. Anything with the doll play, the celeste, I don't know.
I like this one too. I feel like it gets a lot more interesting from what was in the teaser. Same thing with Diablo, for that matter. That like from the tease, like it's always hard to tell from a teaser because it's like it's not just like this sounds good, but if they just repeat it a bunch, it won't be good without like developing it. And so like it's hard to judge which one will actually be a good song. But I'm pleased with both of them. That like they really go some interesting places.
But at the end of the day, it catches your ear and it makes you go, oh, this is different from what happened before. This was an intentional choice by the producer. So that, like, I like to think about things standing out rather than things like being, oh, okay, they're just using this, which another song used this and another song used it. That's just how music works. Like you can't really make something novel without borrowing from something you've already heard.
I love the fact that we did have this kind of like textural drop, and now we have the 4 on the floor that brings it all together, stabilizes us.
Tick, tick, tock. I get it. The night chord drums. In the hall of the mountain king, welcome to my jungle game.